What's going on, guys? So this screenshot here on my screen is from one of my students that's inside my mentorship program who I've been working with for quite a while now. And, a couple weeks ago, he did his first ever $10,000 day. And that wasn't this screenshot. This screenshot was about a $25,000 day. And that's because more than half of his sales actually came from TikTok Shop. So we completely scaled this brand. It was doing about $400 to $500 a day on Shopify and ended up getting to the point where we could, put this on TikTok Shop with no risk on our end, getting him to, doing a crazy $20,000 day through ads and through TikTok Shop affiliates. So I'm going to walk you guys through that exact process, the type of product we sold, the strategy we used, and how we were able to make him $20,000 a day at, I think he is 22 years old now. So still very young and, came from the 9-to-5 life and is now making significantly more than he would ever need to, make this full time. So to kind of put this in perspective for you guys, in order to make this, as successful as it was, obviously we had to take a little bit of a different approach. And first, we wanted to go for a brand. We didn't just want to do basic drop shipping or do anything, seasonal like that. This student and obviously myself working with him, we wanted to create something that was a brand. That way we can run this long term. So we wanted a long-term brand that could make us a lot of money and allow him to quit his job that he was literally working inside of a cubicle for the longest time and eventually was able to, get to financial freedom. And what we did to actually, get this brand is obviously the best way to find a product that you can run for your own brand is to scan. Dude, why does it do this? Scan other brands. And the way we went ahead and actually did that was by going to a software called Calidata, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with if you've watched any of my videos in the past. But basically, Calidata lets you look at TikTok Shop product analytics. So on here, we were able to see exactly what's performing, how much money it's generating, and the amount of videos, the amount of influencers posting about it, pretty much every single detail regarding the product, we were able to find that out through Calidata. And so what we went and did is just went to products and tried to find something that is working, okay? And for this specifically, we wanted to create a actual brand, not just when I say one product branded dropshipping, we wanted to create, a serious business that could even be manufactured in-house in the future. So we went ahead and kind of stuck to, the health and wellness supplement type of niche. So I'm going to go ahead and, sort this down by doing health and then food and beverage. If that is, Smith. And as you can see, now we're seeing the top sold supplements for the last 30 days here. So as we can see, this yerba powder did 2.37, 1.5. The thing is with these kind of products is they're very branded. This is a huge brand. Nello is a huge multi-million-dollar brand. So that's something that we can't just, copy because there's already a monopoly in this industry. I'm not going to compete with Nello or Liquid IV. So we wanted to find something that is somewhat generic that we could also brand and, take some of this market share. So for example, obviously I'm not going to try to dox the real product or our real product here. So I'm going to just pick something that I think could work. And as you guys can see, we see, digestive enzyme, probiotics. These type of products, they're selling for a lot of money, $36 and $59. So as we can see in the last 30 days here, this product did $1 million in revenue and sold 30,000 units. And on average, is doing about $40,000 in sales per day, which, I don't know how familiar you guys are with TikTok Shop, but that is really, really good. And especially for a supplement, that's something that, gives us the proof of concept that we can sell, probiotics and digestive enzymes like this and see great results. Now, there is an issue here. First of all, one thing I want to say is TikTok Shop is by far the easiest platform you could possibly sell on. You nearly have to do no marketing yourself as soon as you get some affiliates, rolling that ball for you. So we wanted to capitalize on that. And we wanted to, make it work for us instead of having to go the traditional route of running ads on Facebook, finding suppliers and, fronting a lot of money in inventory. So we wanted to utilize TikTok Shop. It's a little bit different than what I usually do, but okay. The issue here is why people don't utilize TikTok Shop and why TikTok Shop still, to this day, prints money for beginners. It prints a lot of money. You could have no dropshipping experience and make $10,000 a month TikTok Shop with a little bit of the right guidance. That's because, dropshipping is not allowed. You cannot dropship on TikTok Shop. And this kills millions of dollars of potential dropshippers on this platform because that is the easiest business model to do. And the reason products on TikTok Shop are making so much money is because you have to have inventory, at least for the most part. So on TikTok Shop, basically how it works is they have very, very strict terms of service. You list a product on your store. Obviously, you want some good reviews. You want some units sold for a cheap price, so people can make an impulse decision based on that. And then someone buys the product. Your product has to be at the customer's doorstep within an average of 7 days, which you might be thinking, okay, I know some dropshipping suppliers that can make that happen. Let me just dropship it. No, you cannot do that because order has to be shipped within 48 hours with tracking. This is what kills dropshippers. There's nearly no way around it. Now, what people have tried is obviously, selling products from vetted US suppliers and all this stuff, but that boosts your cost of goods. And now you're selling a product that these people are selling for $10. You have to sell that for $30 to get the same type of shipping and even align with TikTok Shop policies. You just can't do that. It doesn't work. And that's why TikTok Shop is so profitable, because nobody can actually use it because these dropshippers, one, are not capital ready to invest $20,000 into inventory just to launch a product. And two, they're used to a business model that has nearly no risk and they're not wanting to invest thousands of dollars. And truth be told, my student here wasn't ready to make that risk either. So we had to find something around that. And, for these type of products that are, working and making $1 million a month, there is a way around that. And that way around it is called Suppleful. Suppleful is an on-demand, Suppleful is an on-demand United States-based fulfillment service for supplements. Now, Suppleful, this is not sponsored by the way, at all. Suppleful hasn't paid me $1. I have used this before, and obviously my student did 20 grand in a day with it. Basically what you can do is you can customize your products instantly. You can have no money for inventory. Basically, let's go to products here. Let's just go to product catalog. These products on Suppleful, it's basically drop shipping in the US. And basically what we can do is we can pick something. Like if we wanted to do, digestive enzyme, same product that we saw in TikTok Shop. We can customize this. We can add our own label. We can make something in Photoshop, put it on here for completely free, by the way. Put this on TikTok Shop. And then when someone orders it on TikTok Shop, Suppleful handles tracking. They handle shipping the product, and you only pay when someone buys it from you, which once again means that you don't have to front any inventory cost, and you can quite literally do $100,000 in sales on your first day without ever having to front any cost or worry about stock issues because, Suppleful is literally designed to do this at scale. And what we can do here is, see all the ingredients, see all this stuff in here. It tells you exactly how you can create your labels. But Suppleful has so many different types of products. Now, whether you're wanting to create a coffee brand, protein powder, all these different types of products, sleep, energy, weight balance and support. There's so many different options you can use here to create products that actually perform without making any, big investment into your business. So what we did is we found a product, a supplement that was similar to our competitors on TikTok, customized it and uploaded it. But you guys do have to make sure you're selecting available on TikTok because, they do have really harsh terms of service. You want to make sure the product you're selling is available. And as you can see, there still is a lot of options. There's soap, aloe vera, energy, moisturizing, ashwagandha, beetroot, all of the biggest supplements that you guys see going viral on TikTok. Most of them are being fulfilled by Suppleful because you have branded products. If we just search up Suppleful branded product. As you guys can see, these are the type of things you guys can do. You can upload your own label, your own contact information, and your product can have no trace of being from a company like Suppleful whatsoever. Packaging's custom, labels, everything. And it is your own brand that is as, branded as it can get for a supplement like this without any upfront cost. Now, the thing is about Suppleful is prices can potentially be pretty expensive. And that's what happens, when you're selling from a US manufacturer without buying inventory. So the price for our supplement was around, $18 shipped. But as you saw in that digestive enzyme, which once again is not the product we were selling, can't vouch for it, they were selling from $36 to $58. Which means, based on this, we can still have, a $20, $30 profit margin. So if we can take this product, list on TikTok, and then get affiliates, we're paying them $0 unless they convert. So if this affiliate gets us one $30 sale, now we're going to be paying this affiliate on average about $5. And then we keep $25 in profit. We pay Suppleful, if it's a $30 product, we probably pay, $10 for it. And then at the very end, we keep $15, and that is the end of the process without any inventory, without any optimizations or, building an entire brand, because at this point you don't even have to build a product page. If you're just using TikTok Shop, you're able to get a label that, for this one specifically, I believe we hired it out on Fiverr for about $10 to $15. Got a label for this product, made sure it's all compliant with Suppleful's terms of service. We're able to get it on TikTok Shop within one business day and immediately started, reaching out to affiliates. We started this process by, it was called paid to commission. Basically, there's a lot of products on TikTok that are paying, about 20 to 30% commission. That's a lot. And so we wanted to make this offer extremely enticing to, affiliates. We started for our first week offering 50% commission. We were losing money on our first few orders. But what we wanted to do was for our product to be at the top of TikTok Shop affiliate products. We wanted to make this, giving people, $10, $15 for every product they sold, and we were just breaking even or even losing money. Now, we were running Facebook ads at the time, so, we were negative on this, obviously, but that's not the whole point. We were willing to lose a few $100s to get our first 10 to 15 affiliate creators posting consistent videos, trying to rack up as much 50% commission as they can, got them to start getting us a few sales. And as soon as we had consistent sales rolling in and our first couple viral videos from these creators, we instantly took that 50% commission and slashed it into 15%. And now these videos up here that these creators are posting obviously aren't just going to get deleted off the market because they're making them money. They're going to still be getting views and still be getting customers. But now we are keeping more profit from those products and actually making money now. We also reached out to some of the top performing creators, which we're able to see on Calidata, and we offered them about $100 a piece to go ahead and start posting videos for about 7 days. We offered $100 for 7 videos across 7 days. And, as well as commission. And after that period, obviously if they're making money, they're going to continue posting. If not, you probably made more than the $100 just on their videos since they're already having a follower base and getting revenue. But I really love this model because with Suppleful, you don't have to, invest a ton of money in inventory. You don't have to have a lot of knowledge because it's very simple. But, that was just one of my biggest yap sessions I've had on this channel. I wanted to break down to you guys, how this TikTok Shop process works as a dropshipper, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are interested in it and want to do it yourself. And, if you want me to help you build your brand like this and do the same process that I did for Max, you can go ahead and reach out to me in the description, book a call for completely free. We'll do a quick strategy session, create a framework. And, if you're interested in working with me, you can join my mentorship program and work with me one-on-one. Or if you guys want to get into dropshipping and just learn a bit more about the business, I do have an hour-long free course in the description as well, completely free on YouTube, and you guys can learn about the business and decide if or not you want to get mentorship. But wish you guys the best of luck with your dropshipping journeys. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and subscribe for more videos every single day. See you guys in the next video. Peace.